Hello everyone. So today we're taking a look at Ghoti and my personal take on it. So for those of you who aren't aware, Ghoti is a deck of fish monsters that like to synchro summon on your opponent's turn. And for any of you who have played Ghoti, you are aware that a lot of times the deck struggles to make plays because it doesn't have access to enough monsters. It lacks starters because its best starter is, for all intents and purposes, a Synchro 6 that the deck doesn't really do well at making. So, introducing Danger Ghoti. The idea with this deck is that the dangers allow you to dig deeper into your deck in order to find your Ghoti combo pieces while also enabling other plays like Hope Harbinger, Dweller, Masquerena, as well as two of the dangers, Mothman and Chupacabra, being 4s, which allows you to make the Synchro 6 while also allowing you to continue your regular Ghoti plays instead of just being deep beyond Turbo. More often than not, you can end on a Synchro 10 as well as deep beyond follow-up. A Synchro 10 in either Barone or Chengying and searching Snopios for follow-up. So, for the list, we're on Triple Bigfoot, Thunderbird, Nessie, 1 Enoch. He's fine. He's good in a grind game, I should say. Double Snopios. It's a great search target. It also acts as a sort of removal spell. Mothman. 1 Zephyros. It's just a nice one-of. It's a 4. It lets you put a danger back in your hand to continue to dig deeper into your deck. Triple Chupacabra, recursion is good, it's a 4. 1 Ixim, so if a fish is banished and it's in your hand, you can special summon it, which is incredibly useful. It also lets you recycle traps if it's banished. 1 Lifeless Leaf Fish, it's a Foolish Burial on normal summon for a level 4 lower fish. And you can shuffle 3 fish back into your deck in order to draw a card. So it's also great in the grind game. 1 Sneck and 1 Jack. 2 Paces. It's a mid-tier tutor. You have to play it. It doesn't have a really effective way to banish itself other than the field spell, which does everything for the deck. Triple Shift. Shift's amazing. It banishes itself to increase the attack of a fish on your field. So it's pretty much always online. Zep. Zep, when it's banished on your opponent's turn, will bring itself back and then immediately synchro summon. So it's a little janky, but it does its job. 1 Jet Synchron. We're playing a danger deck, a danger synchro deck. So Jet's awesome. You can pitch stuff, bring him back. 1 Terraforming to search the field spell. 1 Called by the Grave. 3 The Most Distant Deepest Depths. Field spell that does everything. 1 Ghoti Chain. It's a quick effect banish a fish you control and special summon a Ghoti from your deck. So you can tag out your Ghotis for more appropriate targets if you need them. It comes up occasionally. 1 Ghoti Fury. It's a removal spell for your Ghotis, so you can turn them into quick effect banish until the next standby. Extra, we have 1 Barone, 1 Chengying, 1 Ghoti of the Deep Beyond. This card eats back row decks alive. It's fabulous. 1 Shen, 1 White Aura Whale, 1 Ascon, 1 Gulim. I'm not actually sure if I'm pronouncing that right. It's a removal spell in the battle phase. 1 Arporius. This card is fantastic for the deck. 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Dweller, 1 Access Code, 1 Apollosa, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, and 1 IP Masquerena. So, first up, we are playing against Plunder. So, this is a fabulous matchup for us because Plunder has a lot of stuff to banish. So they'll start with Fateful Adventure. With the adventure things, they'll normal summon Redbeard, and they'll grab Griffin and Draco back. They'll equip Draco back, they'll just go through some adventure plays, and pass back to us. This isn't too bad for us. We'll start with the Most Distant Deepest Depths to attempt to bait out the Griffin, but they'll elect not to for some reason. We'll go Nessie, then normal summon Leaf Fish. They'll go into Mowork. We'll dump Paces before being the most distant, deepest depths. They'll elect to negate that, but it banishes for cost, so unfortunate for them. We'll try to grab back the most distant, deepest depths, but they'll bell us. We'll set 2 back row, and then begin. They'll get rid of our lifeless leaf fish, but unfortunately for them, we have another 4, so this is going to be rough for them. We'll begin by bringing back our 2s, and let them try to proceed. They'll set their shipyard. They'll attempt to mow work, and we'll just sink away their target. We'll then dump Zeb. We'll use Zeb to grab back, and then we'll go in to Ascon. We'll Ascon away their Faithful to prevent them from regaining access to Griffin, and then bring back Ascon on searching Shnopius in the process. They'll attempt to bounce away our thing, but they haven't learned our lesson, so we'll go into Ghoti of the Deep Beyond, and they will concede. Our next match is up against Sprite, and this match is really going to showcase the depths of the Ghoti grind game and what it can achieve. So they'll start with Nimble Beaver into Beaver into Blue. They'll grab Jet, and Jet from here will grab Starter. I'm not sure why they're not on not Gamma Burst. I'm not quite sure why they aren't playing Smashers, but that's their business. They'll go into Gigantic, grabbing Carrot along the way, into Swap. They'll swap, and then they'll pass back on whatever this board is. Don't ask me. We'll try Terraforming, but they'll Ash us. We'll go Thunderbird. Thankfully, it hits Lifeless Leaf Fish. And then we'll go Choop into another Thunderbird. We'll normal summon Zep and make Barone here. They'll attempt to Magnemute. Magnemute's fine, but I really don't want Druis Worm on the field, so we'll negate Druis Worm. We'll pop their Carrot before continuing on with our plays. We'll draw into another Distant Deepest Depths. We'll banish the Ixen from our hand in order to grab Shift, and then we'll punch over Magnemute and Gigantic, as well as Jet. We'll pass back with 1 card in hand before making IP, and we'll let them try their best. They'll start by Druis Worming. They drew Beaver because they're insane. They'll grab Angler and go into I forget what he's called. Soul Sweeper. We'll make Unicorn to dodge, and they will go into Elf. They'll pass back, and on summon Imperm our Unicorn for some reason. Why? I don't know. We'll go Choop here, and luckily we'll hit it. We'll make access code to clean up the board here, and they will use Elf on Resolution in order to get some value out of that before we just clear their board. Or they'll go into Blue, search a guy. We'll clean up the board here and pass back. With 2 cards in hand, I'm pretty confident that they can't do anything. We'll get back Shift in order to wall up them, special Jet, and grab another copy of Starter. From here, they'll Starter into another Blue and use Blue, I believe, to grab a 3rd Jet before normal summoning Carrot. They'll go into Cat. Will bait out the red, and then they'll make Sky Cavalry. From here they'll go into Cerberus, but they are unaware that they do not have a card in hand to discard to get rid of our access, so there's not much they can do. From here they'll use Dark to Reborn, then link away into Elf, and then into Phoenix. From here we'll BM because they're on 100 life points. They'll use Elf, and then we will get in for well over lethal. So, our final match today is up against Exosister. We don't have a great matchup against them, but it's not really going to matter. So, we'll Terraforming into the most distant, deepest depths. Unfortunately, we didn't draw any dangers, so we're just going to go through basic Ghoti plays. So, we'll paste this into Leaf Fish. We'll dump Shift. We'll use Shift to search Enoch here, and pass back to our opponent. Unfortunately, we did draw our Zep, which means that our Banish off of Arporius is not online, so we actually lose the ability to go into a Synchro 10. So this is going to be a lot tougher, but we'll go into Arporius. This before banishing Shift. They'll Talents draw and make Michaelis. From here we'll Shift. They'll elect to search here. Unfortunately, they're going to add Martha, and that means they can continue to summon and play the game, which sucks. Unfortunately, they'll Ash our Arporius search. we'll shift, and then we'll zap. We'll zap, we'll make Ghoti of the Deep Beyond, and unfortunately I did not realize Martha can summon herself and continue on. So they'll make Casbella, search another Martha, and pump and get in for a little bit of damage here. They'll then pass back. We'll get back Ghoti of the Deep Beyond, as well as shift and paces. So from here we'll go paces into Enoch. We'll Enoch in order to bring back another shift. From here we'll make Ascon. We'll hit their back row, banishing to get back Ascon. We'll bring back Chengying. From here we'll search. We'll get out our Ixim, and then we'll continue to banish and get in for well over lethal. The deck has, as you can see, has great ability to OTK even without the dangers, which is just showing off the greatness that is Ghoti. I hope everyone enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to testing this deck a lot more. Any suggestions are welcome, or tech cards. Obviously Shifter, but the dangers don't play great under Shifter. And personally, I'm not a big fan of it. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.